How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. Hope you're all doing well. Some sad news in the music industry. Legend, icon, Brian Wilson has passed away. I think he was 81 years old. Huge fan of the Beach Boys, so that really sucks. Really sucks. A lot of these movie stars, musicians are starting to get up there in age. Robert De Niro is another one. Wow, he looks super old because he is super old. He's about the same age. Mick Jagger, Paul McCartney, they're all going to start dropping like flies. So, yeah. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about my journey, which started out with the older Need for Speed games on the PC and the PlayStation 1. A car that I have always lusted after ever since I originally saw this car in Need for Speed. I finally acquired it. Here it is. The Mercedes-Benz SLK 32 AMG, otherwise known as the R170 model. Produced from 2001 to 2004, with a total of 4,333 units manufactured worldwide. What you're seeing here is, I'm not showing you this to brag. This was years in the making. I have always lusted after this vehicle. This is a 2004 model, so I think there was only a couple hundred produced worldwide. Never been driven in the rain, never been driven in the winter, no rust, 86,000 kilometers, mint condition, perfect color combination. So the AMG, the SLK AMG 32 model that I have here, way back in the day, when I had my PC growing up, family PC, one game that I just played the hell out of, we've talked about it a lot on the channel, is Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. This is the PS1 version. And the car of the day when this came out was the C5 Corvette. Yes, there's lots of other awesome cars in this game, but the C5 Corvette, to me, it was an important car because it was a car that you actually saw when you were out in a boot. The C5 Corvette. I can remember laying my eyes. God, I was so young. I was, I guess maybe around 15 years of age. Laying my eyes on a cherry red C5 Corvette with tan interior. And that was the car for me. That was the Need for Speed car. I'm like, oh my God. So amazing. And then, what was it, like a year and a half, not even a year later, we get Need for Speed High Stakes, which to me is right up there with Hot Pursuit. I love High Stakes. Now, around this time, I had the magazine. I don't know if I still have it. It was like a Motor Trend magazine, maybe Car and Driver. Around this time, Mercedes came out with the SLK compressor Roadster. BMW had the Z3, and you could get it with the M package, the Z3 M3. And Porsche came out with the Boxster. All of those vehicles, those three vehicles, came out at the same time. Yes, maybe you could lump in the C5 Corvette with those three, but not really. It's still those three Roadsters, those European Roadsters. They're all unique in their very own way. You've got the Z3, commonly referred to as the clown shoe. Very unique, polarizing styling. And then you've got the Boxster, which is probably the most performance-oriented car out of those three. Maybe right up there with the Z3 M3. And then you have the SLK compressor, which it's a fast car. It's 349 horsepower. And believe it or not, it goes 0 to 60 about the same as the C5 Corvette, if you can wrap your head around that. But between the Boxster, the Z3, and the compressor is more of the just going down the road in a straight line, point and shoot kind of car. It didn't have the handling of the Z3 or the Boxster. But it had the retractable hardtop. That was its party trick. I've always loved the styling of this generation, the R170, the SLK compressor. I've always loved the styling. Was it the 171, the generation after, where they kind of have that SLR look to it? I actually don't like the look of those. I think those are not nice looking at all. And a lot of enthusiasts out there will gravitate towards the R171 model because you could get a V8 in it. It was like a Miata on steroids. You could get a V8 with 350 horsepower. Well, the R170 has a twin turbo V6 with 349. I would rather have the twin turbo V6 and have the awesome styling of the original SLK than the weird styling of the model that came after it. Now, the modern SLKs are not bad looking, but I still think the original SLK compressor is amazing looking. Amazing. Now, I looked around for a long time for one of these, and I could never find a nice one. I wasn't even looking for the AMG model. I was looking at 230 compressors, which are the most common, 320 compressors, which have the bigger V6, and some of them even have the AMG appearance package where you get the nice wheels and everything. But the problem is most of them were not well maintained. Most of them, the interiors were not well looked after. These cars were driven. A lot of them have 200, 220, 230,000 kilometers on them. So, yeah, I really lucked out. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it, but this is a dream car for me. Everybody has their dream cars. Yes, if I had all the money in the world, I would buy something nicer than this. But as far as attainable cars are concerned, I could never have attained this car back when it came out. I don't even know how much it cost, but it's very surreal to finally have it. And even when I go out to the garage and I look at it, I can't believe that I actually finally have it. And mint condition, like I said. So yeah, very cool car. And I wanted to just show you guys a little bit of gameplay footage here of the vehicle in high stakes. And this is what it all started for me right here, playing it in high stakes. This car was in a lot of games back then. It was in Project Gotham Racing, amongst a few others as well. But in high stakes, the AMG model is actually not in the game. It's the SLK 230 compressor. But yeah, I can't believe I finally have it. It's unreal. Yeah, again, it blows my mind that it's actually as quick as the C5 Corvette, because when you look at them both, the compressor you wouldn't think it would be that fast, right? 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, but it's a super small car. Where the C5 Corvette is actually pretty big. Now, where the C5 Corvette, I know we're going off on a tangent here, where the C5 Corvette falters is it's your typical General Motors vehicle from the 90s, right? So you've got a terrible interior. Terrible. The exterior is nice looking, but yeah, it's your typical GM of the day. Whereas the compressor has a really nice interior. It's really nice. And Mercedes arguably... Oh, I don't even think arguably. I think unarguably made better cars back then, fit and finish wise, whereas now they're putting out a lot of cheap junk, to be honest with you, much like BMW. But yeah, those three iconic cars back in the day, the Z3 M3, the Porsche Boxster S, and the SLK 32 AMG, I have always lusted after the SLK. I always thought that was the nicest looking of the three cars. to this day, every time I see one on the road, I always turn my head. So, yeah, very cool to finally have a car that originally piqued my interest looking at Car and Driver magazine and playing it in Need for Speed. And then all these years later, I finally have the Need for Speed car of my dreams in the garage. It is unbelievable. Oh my god. This is a car that I will never sell. No way. No way. No way. Dream car. Absolute bucket list dream car. So there you have it. My journey from Need for Speed High Stakes, the SLK compressor. Here I am 21 years later. It took me 21 years. I finally have the car of my dreams. It only took 21 years. Good Lord. And hey, a lot of you guys out there, you look at the SLK compressor and it's probably not really a car of your dreams. Maybe you lust after the C5 Corvette. I don't know. The price I paid for this car, I probably could have got a really nice C5 Corvette, but... Or maybe you want a Clown Shoe Z3, or maybe you want a Porsche Boxster. We all think about, geez, it would be cool to finally own a Ferrari or a Porsche or a Lamborghini. But to me, I like the Boxster, but I don't really consider it a real Porsche. I think a 911 would be a real Porsche. The Boxster is a poor man's Porsche, and to buy a secondhand Boxster, nah. So anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the AMG SLK32 AMG? And what are your cars that you lust after? Leave it in the comments below. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.